Hey folks, this is Wistful Deal here, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another AU, folks, but we are not doing no My Little Pony MLP Horror AU this time around, folks, because this time we're gonna do something a bit different, okay? It's nice to branch out from time to time, you know? It's nice to have something a little different, a little spice here and there instead of just the bland stuff here and there. Anyway, folks, what we are going to be looking at here today is the Amazing Digital Circus Infection AU. This one here is by Symmetry Kills. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, Symmetry Kills. I hope I'm not saying that wrong or anything. But anyway, we are going to be doing a Digital Circus Infection AU because it's nice to branch out from time to time, you know, and to have a little bit of variety here and there and everything. Now, if you folks recall, right, about like a year or so, at least I think it was about a year or so ago, I did an Amazing Digital Circus Infection AU because someone left a comment asking me to go ahead and do one, and I went ahead and fulfilled that request. It was the only one that I could, like, legit find, honestly, because a lot of these, other ones, and especially with, like, MLP now and stuff and everything here, too, it makes it, honestly, kind of hard to find the actual AU, or what part of it is in the AU, because a lot of the times it would just be, randomized or whatever. I don't know what is with this here, but like with all of this here, I'm not trying to like make a, you know, a huge complaint or big deal or whatever, but like with all of this, you know, stuff here, it's like this with MLP AUs as well. There'd be like lots of stuff here, and there wouldn't really be, like a list or whatever. Like, if it wasn't for this list here, I honestly wouldn't be making this video, because I wouldn't really know exactly, you know, what's what, or what goes where, or whatever, you know, so I'd have to scramble through all of the other content that's outside of the AU, just to get to, you know, the main, AU in of itself, whatever, to trim the fat, if you will, per se, or whatever. But anyway, we are going to be doing one, and like I said, if you folks recall, so I did one like a year or so ago. Anyway, that one was a bit confusing, because it was like all mixed media and everything, you know, it was kind of jumbled and everything, and it was a bit confusing, it was kind of hard to follow, at least to me, and it was hard to know what was exactly what, but you know what, I still kind of did it anyway. That video actually did pretty decent, actually, and everything on the algorithm, surprisingly. But anyway, we are going to be doing this one right here, so we are going to be checking this out here, and I am so grateful this has a list here, because I want to do something different besides just MLP. And like I said, if it wasn't for this list here or whatever, I wouldn't be doing this video. But anyway, enough yapping. We're going to dive right on into this. Okay, whatever. So, hey, stop going over. I'm so sick of these auto screens. Stop it. Fine, I guess we'll pause. We'll start with you, Palmy, since you're clearly the first. Alright, let's see here. Palmy, health is 95, sanity is 58, and infection 0? And she seems okay so far. She has a glitchy bat or whatever, though, but it's because she just took out an infection, probably. Status, healthy. The virus, unfortunately, got worse after she fell into the world of the digital circus. Her sanity is becoming awful after witnessing the horrors of what happened to, Kaufmo. Yeah, Kaufmo. That was the, clown or whatever, the little funny clown guy before he, abstracted. So this is clearly all in episode 1 here, or the pilot. She's doing her best to find an exit, believing a cure doesn't exist. Well, I can kind of see that. I mean, it's it's digital. Like, what do you expect? Of course, there's not really a cure unless you have an antivirus software within the system outside of, I don't know, the game or whatever. Anyway, unable to stop her tears. Yeah, I can see that. Can't stop crying. Constantly needing to defend herself. Well, yeah. That's with anyone, digital or not. Got hurt from her eternal confusion. Yeah, I can see that. No, not eternal. Yeah. That's not eternal. Intental. Whatever. Whatever that word means. I can't read shit fully, alright? Anyway, so now we got Ragatha. Oh no. Yeah, alright, she's infected. Lovely. Status infected, stage 0. Health is 96, excuse me, not 98, 96. Sanity is 70, infection 20. Alrighty. Ragatha only got infected recently while trying to protect Pomni. She was working hard to find a cure and find the humanity in these contaminated alrighty contaminations, I guess. That honestly would make more sense if it was contaminations, not contaminated, but whatever. She's only at stage 1. She can still be saved. Okay, that's nice. Just chop off the digital arm there that's freaking out or whatever. Usually stays hidden, observant the infected from afar. Makes sense, being observant. Doesn't carry a weapon. The idea of hurting her old friends is too much. Yeah, I can see that. Let's see. Endpoint of infection, obviously. So this looks like some kind of abstraction virus here by the looks of it. Alrighty. And now we got Zubul. Their health is, let's see, status, healthy. Technically the best uninfected fighter the Digital Circus has. When a limb gets contaminated, Zubul finds no issue with replacing the limb. They work with Ragatha in finding the cure, motivated entirely on protecting those more defenseless. Well, yeah, obviously. It's obviously an easy win for them because they can just replace parts easily, like Lego pieces. That's practically the whole character and everything designed too, like that. If only it was like that for the other characters. Their health is 88, excuse me. I don't know why I'm messing up with the numbers. Sanity is 76, and their infection is 0. And I believe they're non-binary on purpose, if I recall. I do remember, like one episode or clip or whatever where Jax is like showing off the gender, I don't know, the different genders of the characters or whatever, and how like half of them are like male, Pomni and Ragatha are like female, and then Zubul's, they got like their own little corner at like the chart or whatever, just their own little corner or whatever, which I find cute. I'm assuming that's what they are. They gotta be non-binary, like, so they're like they, them, they don't have a specific gender, really, in a sense of male or female. At least, I think that's what I recall. I could be incorrect on that, but I really think they are, unless I'm incorrect or whatever. But anyway, that's my idea of it. I don't stay too much with the show like some of the other fans, but I do like the show a lot. Anyway, nonetheless, I'm injured from getting into a fight with Jax. Yeah, I can see that. Jax is kind of a dick anyway. A gift from Ragatha. Ah, nice! So she gave them a leg there. That's nice. Best limb they own. Well, yeah, obviously. Not the crab claws, but the giant Freddy Krueger claws or whatever. Anyway, now we got Keener. Let's see. Status healthy. Health is 89. Sanity is 12, and infection unknown. Yeah, maybe. He is a bit crazy. He does have something on his eye, though. Kino was there when the virus first entered the digital circus. He's witnessed everything. It's not a miracle that he's still alive. Kino is still here only because Ragathot refuses to give up on him, believing he may be crucial to finding a cure. His memory is slipping with his sanity. Yeah, I can see that. Keeps this to never forget. Oh yeah, Queener, I think that's her name. Or his wife, yeah, Queener. Usually isn't permitted weapons ever. Or use weapons, whatever. Alrighty. And then we got Jax. Let's see. Status slightly injured. Okay. I can see that. Health is 83, sanity is 68, and infection 0. Yeah, I can see that. The loss in sanity isn't because he wants to end it, but because of the joy he finds it all to be. Oh yeah, he's just having the times of it. He's having the time of his life here with this hill, I bet. Jax has no sympathy for the others, not caring if the virus infects them. He's secretly horrified about getting contaminated himself. Yeah, I can kind of see that. He really is just like a selfish, only for himself type of deal. It's only funny when he laughs. When others laugh at him, it's no longer funny anymore. Let's see. Injured from a fight with Zubul. Yeah, you probably earned that. Probably got scratched from his bunny ear or whatever, too. Stained from the goop that... stained from the goop that those infected leak. Alright. Carries extra weapons, obviously. Constantly seeking out fights for fun. Yeah, I can see that. And then we got a Gangle. Oh, jeez. I think that you see at least. They're not looking... They're looking a bit spooky, though, Gangle. Health is unknown, sanity unknown, infection unknown. Says infected. It's hard to tell how far into the infection Gangle is in. Her tragedy mask acts like she's still conscious and in pain, but it can still all be an act to lure others in. Or not. Ah, jeez. This mask didn't exist before. Okay, so she's got 3 masks now. Lovely. Rib-like cage to trap others. Ribbons glitch when near the uninfected. Oh, man. Why not just disguise yourself as normal? Then you can really get tricked into the others or whatever. Pomni? Oh, shit. Now Pomni's infected. Lovely. Fake everything, yeah, we know. Trigger warning for cartoonish gore. Yeah, obviously. I couldn't have guessed any more. And now Kino is Bubble and Bubble has become Kane, excuse me. Kane and Bubble. They merged together. That's not creepy. Health is unknown, sanity unknown, but infection 100%. Kane is aware of the virus infecting his circus, but is powerless against the cold-binding contaminants. So I guess he can't change the code or rewrite it or whatever. I guess that can make sense, because obviously if something did came, a glitch or whatever, he would also just, like, I don't know, snap his fingers. He's like a main god in this game or whatever here, this little universe thing here. Anyway, while running the safety protocols to eliminate the virus he was infected, Kane can be found constantly running through old scenarios, talking to nobody. He's broken. Watches over the circus. Yeah, with his all-seeing eyes. He's got like 1 million of them or whatever. Which we've never really kind of seen throughout the rest of the show or whatever. Not aggressive, but keep your distance. Okay, what about Bubble here? Not much is known about Bubble. Other than it's like, the SpongeBob bubble or whatever? Like the dirty bubble or something. Kane physically corrupts more at the circus, and others do. Alright, then the others do. Okay, so I guess you want to keep your distance or whatever. Kaufmo? Oh yeah, Kaufmo's gotta be infected by now. Kaufmo, status infected, stage 3. I figured, honestly. Health is unknown, sanity unknown, and infection 97. Dang, so you're near 100%, dang. Alrighty. This is looking like, the It Clown or whatever. Pennywise. Getting Pennywise vibes just looking at you, Kaufmo. Kaufmo, let's see, yeah, Kaufmo introduced Palmy to the idea of an exit, and they had a temporary friendship over this shared goal. Okay, so I guess she entered the circus before Kaufmo, like, a bit sooner before he abstracted, I guess. And I guess they kind of bonded over there needs to be an exit, I guess. Alrighty. Kaufmo was unaware he had been infected and was unable to stop it in time. Can't open his mouth, but muffled laughter can be heard. Okay, that's kind of eerie, I guess. Injuries from Zubul. Nice, good job, Zubul. Point to Zubul. Point of infection. So was it this hand or this hand? Or both? We may never know. Zubul, remove my arm now. Oh, that's gotta be... that's gonna be painful. Okay, so now we got the infection stages. Nice. Honestly, this is interesting. I like this so far. I don't know how you folks feel on this, but I'm liking it so far. Let's see. Stage 1. Even after removing the contaminated limb, the infection sweeps deep inside and isn't noticeable at first. Okay, kind of figures creepy. Wonder what the symptoms are. Alright, stresses increases. Eyes start to leak a black substance. Okay, lovely. And point of infection. So I guess all it really is just look for the eyes and if they're more stressed. Okay. So really you just look for the eyes. But alrighty. Nothing too much, but okay. Abstraction does not exist anymore. All extracted subjects inside turn into the twisted, infected form of themselves. Okay? The black substance flows throughout the subject from multiple points. Okay, so more increased this black substance goo or whatever. Stress is at an all-time high, sanity at the lowest. This speeds up the process. Okay, so I guess it's not necessarily the abstraction, but more so. So I guess it's more so on, like, a turning point that's similar to abstraction, but abstraction doesn't actually exist. This is, basically a turning point digitally of the abstraction. Stage 3, we're completely blurred out, blocked out, lovely. The physical form twists and glitches as it reaches into its final stage. Only 3 stages? Okay. Incredibly painful as the... I literally cannot read that because it's all crossed out. Point of infection. Ragatha begins to blank. Okay. What? Wait, hang on. So you block out stage 3, but not stage 4? That doesn't make sense. It should be the other way, but whatever. It's stage 5? No, there's no stage 5. Okay. That's a bit odd, but whatever. Stage 4. We can actually see stage 4. It would make more sense if it was the other way, but whatever. Stage 4. The virus changes the subject physically and mentally. Ragatha is no more. Any behavior mimicking Ragatha is to lure more subjects for infection. Okay, I can see that. Point of infection, yeah, purely glitchy, abstracted. A weapon to infect and harm others. Okay, lovely, nice. All subjects gain sometimes subject bugs qualities. Okay. So I guess it's dependent if you get these critter fiends or whatever. Sometimes. It's like a roll of a dice thing, I guess. So I wonder, so if this is Ragatha here, then what would Zubul for infection be? Or Kathmo or the others? So I guess this is purely based on how you entered the circus. Okay, interesting. I'm going to turn on the sound for this. Me, whenever people ask if Palmy is going to live in my AU.
He gets fed twice a day and watered. Sunlight on the weekends, okay? He's fine. Don't worry about Stanley.
She.
It's your fucking business. First of all, he gets fed twice a day and watered.
Yeah, just wait and see. Palmy will be okay. Or just do whatever the heck you want. I see there a lot in MLP horror AUs too, where it's like, is Fluttershy okay? Is Spike okay? Is da-da-da character okay? Okay, now we're back with the story, finally. Zubul, remove my arm now. Hold still. Yeah, that's pretty damn painful. Can't imagine how painful, but shit. I hope this palm knee was worth your arm. Wait, so Zubul took a part of Pomni for this or something? Zubul, there's no need to be rude. She can't help it. She's new. Okay, the music's distracting now, honestly. I'm gonna mute that. Plus, more help is always good. I'm sure she'll be useful. I doubt that, honestly, if this is episode 1, episode 0 here. I'll go talk to her, okay? Okay. That hurt! Why did it hurt? This is not a dream. These tears? My eyes. Yeah, it's real. It's no dream, Pomni. This art's pretty good, surprisingly, even though it's just like sketches here. Hey, Pomni? Hey, Pomni. Oh my god. Your eyes. Yeah, the pupils. I've noticed that too. Keener? How do you feel? What? I heard her voice. Didn't you hear her? Oh, shit. He's gonna be drawn to his wife. Didn't you see her? Don't you see her too? Now, I think you're hallucinating. Previously, yeah, we got all of this shit here. Don't you hear her too? This is where we left off. Yep, obviously. Bonk. Jeez. Oh, good job, Jax. Who else could I figure? I'm assuming that's shit. It's a four-letter word, whatever. Shit. Wrong end of the axe. Of course. Jax, what the fuck? You could have killed him. Oh my god. Yeah, come on, Jax. Don't friendly fire this shit. This is not how you say thank you, potato head. Unless you wanted to get infected, then sure, do that. But Kino never got infected by any infected. got injured, excuse me. Never got injured by any infected, excuse me. I don't know what was wrong with, I don't know what's wrong with him. Real low of you, Jax. Lower than usual. You can't hurt someone who hasn't even turned. Yeah, exactly, fair enough. Let me say this slowly so you'll understand. No cure will ever exist. Got it? Not true. I like these little head design themes of dialogue. It's freaking adorable. We got Jax here and Zubul. This is cute. This is charming, honestly. Not true. Everybody knows you're just using this infection to be more of a violent jerk. Like always. Okay, muffled arguing, echoing effect or whatever. Something, whatever. I don't know. What if there's no cure? I'll end up just like Huffmo. Oh my god. If I'm infected. Am I going to die? Pomni! Jeez. Kino needs all help. You're really not gonna listen to them, right? Come with me. They both say at the same time. Oh great, now she's torn between the two. You know what, honestly, I'm gonna join in with Zubul, especially if it's my first interaction and freaking Jax does a friendly fire on the non-infected. Yeah, screw you, Jax, you're a complete dickhead. Pomni can now hear your comments. Choose your alliance carefully. Oh boy. Alrighty. So I guess what's going to be the next part? Her reading some comments or whatever. If Kane shows up. Be like, hey, Pomni, take a look at this. We're on an infection AU and stuff. And here are the comments of our fan base. And it just posts up like a list, like in Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Yellnet or whatever. And they just start... I wonder if they're going to do that sometime in one episode or whatever, maybe. Or just... like a break a fourth wall kind of thing. Like to show like an actual video of, I don't know, themselves for a previous episode or whatever. That'd be kind of goofy to see or whatever. If TikTok really does get banned and you want to keep up with this comic, follow me on other social medias. Tumblr, let's see, Tumblr... Okay, that's just your username, Symmetry Kills. So Tumblr, Twitter, /X, but no one uses X. I'm assuming that's, Instagram. I never use Instagram. My commissions are also open on my Ko-Fi linked in my bio. Alrighty, cool. I wish you all the best luck in choosing the right path for Pomni. Okay, interesting. Luckily, we don't have to worry about that shit now because we're all good. with the TikTok ban and shit. Yep, where we left off, obviously. Okay. Okay. Deep breath, trust Zubul. Yeah, exactly. Jax for chaos, Jack blank, Zubul, Jax less trustworthy. Yeah, exactly. Zubul. Deep breath, Jax. Who's saying Jax? Exactly. Now you just confused her even more. Huh? Okay. I don't think Eternal Dialogue sounds like this. Oh boy. Pomni, breathe. Breathe in 4, out 4. Pomni, deep breaths, okay? You're not going to die, I promise. Jax is very untrustworthy and selfish. I recommend Zubul for your own safety, okay? Please take deep breaths. Blank something once in a while. Pomni, calm down. Are these voices talking directly to me? Are you all... Should I listen? Yeah, most of them are saying Zubul, honestly. Pomni, you got this. Go with Zubul. Okay, I'll come with you, Zubul. Yeah, good job. I guess. Shoot, Jax. No, I didn't mean to go forward. Wait. Ah, shit, I messed up. No, I didn't mean to do that. How far did we go? Okay, there we are, I guess. Okay, there we go. Now we're back with where we're at. Jeez. Yeah, shoot Jax. Just pull a gun and shoot his head. He's not going to benefit anyone, honestly. He's really not. That took you forever to decide. I'm going to hold this against you for a long time. Well, I mean, she's new. Smart little jester. Well, yeah. Alright, help me tie him up. If he is infected, we've got to see the progress. Pomni, keep your eye on Ragatha. See the progress? Yeah, just look at the eyes. See the progress? You're just going to watch this guy lose himself bit by bit? Well, how else are you going to do it? Maybe something in the infection progress could teach us the cure. I think it's too late for Keener anyways. Just make use of this situation. Yeah, fair enough. I've seen it with Kaufmo. Pomni. There's no secret. There's no info to gain. Ragatha, it's just pain and fear. This is not how we can help Keener. Guys! Yeah, Zubul. She's noticing something. No! I didn't mean to right click. What do I do? They're trying to figure out what to do here with this. Oh shit, he's losing his mind. Keener, you alright? Keener? Ah, shit. Keener. Ah! Oh, you startled me. I like that in the first episode. Like, he's just standing there with, Gengo, and now he just jumps for no apparent reason. Hey, Ragatha? Oh, here we go. Hey, Keener? You, doing alright? Oh, hey, Ragatha. Probably not. Hearing and seeing things. Crazy internal voice is just command in the circus, I guess. Yeah, we call it the inner voice, if you will. What should be done with Keener? Wait, I probably shouldn't compel myself to him. I'm fine, aren't I? Maybe. If TikTok really does get banned and you want to keep up with this comic, follow me on my other social medias. Yep. Tumblr, Twitter, /X, and Instagram. My commissions are open. Yada yada. Your choices affect Pomni. Yep, we went through that before. And we went through this before too. Okay. Oh boy, now she's really good. Now your folks are overwhelming her. I had a feeling this would happen, honestly. Save Keener. Keep him around. If hostile, can tame him. Keep an eye on Ragatha's wound on the arm. Oh goodness. Now you're getting her schizophrenia now. Good job, everyone. You're giving her schizophrenia, practically. A shit ton of comments. Shut up. Yep, oh shit, now she's gonna extract. Good job, you overwhelmed her. Nice job. What an Alvalor, whatever, you're on, Pomni. Oh boy. You're different, aren't you? Hopefully you won't die. Yeah, she may. Pomni. She's just sinking in herself. You're gonna make her abstract even more by leaving more comments in. Jeez. Pomni, we should keep an eye on Keener. He's fine for now. Yeah, obviously. So I guess it's Pomni that can only read the comments, or is it all of the characters that can see the comments, but it's just Pomni for now? Okay, Pomni, we can do that. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, cool. So, have you guys ever seen some weird teeth, dude? Lots of eyes? You mean Kane? You saw Kane? Or something. Oh, well, it's hard to describe how. Just, who's Kane? What is he? Well, Kane used to be like the ringmaster of the circus. I don't know if he's, sentient, you know, like us. But according to Keener, he's been running this place for a long time. He just went missing once. He just went missing once this whole mess happened. I think in some way he's aware something is very wrong, but he knows he can't fix it. So I guess he extracted himself or something. I really think he went missing because he doesn't want to hurt us. He must be so lost. Yeah, practically his whole universe digital system in here or whatever. I honestly miss Kane's adventures. They weren't the best sometimes, but it would be better than this. Oh, hi, Gangle. That's not Gangle though, Keener. Geez, Keener, you're still hallucinating, huh? Haha, maybe. What? Oh shit. Yep, there goes Keener. Now Gangle's taking Keener. Nice. What the fuck? Oh my god, Keener. Wait, where's Zubul? Wait, Zubul's missing too? When did that happen? Oh my god. Then you just turn around and then it's just Pomni. Ragatha's gone too. They'll die. Let's go. Listen, I know I told you to shut up, but I don't know what to do. Talk to me again. Please. Yep, same old stuff as usual.
Kills, and I created the TDAC
Wait, hang on.
Hey, I'm Cemetery Kills, and I created the TDAC infection AU.
I'm sure you're here because you've seen this video. I wanted to bring up something interesting, though.
You see right here? You see that? Zubul's covered in ribbons. So they also got taken away.
Oh my goodness!
What this person explained here.
Zubul did not just walk away.
In fact, you can see Zubul's claw right here. Aw, dang. Now Zubul's missing a whole arm.
Yeah.
Not to mention, like, Gangle and Zubul are canonical friends. It'll definitely take a lot mentally to fight back.
So yeah, just something to chew on.
Okay, bye.
Hey,
I didn't even notice that, honestly, but that small part came to a feeling of mine that, like, wait, what if... Okay, there actually was music, I just didn't play any of it. But yeah, that was like a small part of me. It's like, wait, what if Gango just took Zubul or Kaufmo and went that way with that? But alrighty, folks, well... That's it as of now. Wow. And an actual infection AU2 of the Digital Circus. Not that there wasn't an infection in the last infection Digital Circus that I did a while ago. But like I said, that was confusing, honestly, because it was very mixed media. And it was just really hard to follow. There was even like a gender bent theme, whatever, which is like what all stuff do eventually, where it's like, hey, if they're a female, make it a male. If they're a female, make them a male kind of deal, you know, gender bent stuff or whatever. I don't know. It was just really confusing and hard to follow, but with this here, this is actually I do like this better than the other one we did before, because it has an actual infection. I'm not sure why stage 3 was completely blocked off. That was a bit odd, a bit weird or whatever. But you know what? This infection AU, it's pretty interesting so far. I really like this. This is very interesting and everything. So from what my best guess is that it's more of like obviously an actual infection, but it's more of like a spreading disease kind of thing digitally rather than just losing your mind. Because obviously, if you seen the show or whatever, basically how you abstract is if you just lose your mind, you lose your sanity, you lose your mind completely, and you snap, right? You completely utterly snap and you sink into madness, and that's how you basically abstract. I still wonder, how did this all exactly came to be? Maybe my best guess is that abstraction still was like an actual thing, but maybe, I don't know, they grew into each other, I guess, and because there were other abstractions all the way back in episode 1, the pilot. Well, he takes Kaufmo into the cellar, and you can see, like, the other eyes, the other abstractions, and the dark black void or whatever of the cellar or whatever. So I'm wondering if, like, what if this happened in this specific AU here, not an actual canon of the show, but specifically in this alternative universe here, that what if, like, over time and time and time and time and time again, the abstraction just kept building up and building up, building up, like a garbage landmine in a sense or whatever, and the abstraction morphed into, like, some kind of mold virus digitally or whatever, and it became so much like a garbage too full in a sense or whatever, like too much of a full garbage can per se, but with a cellar. So what if it, like, just built up eventually within the cellar, and it built up so much to, well, it started to leak over, and it started touching the walls and other stuff or whatever, and eventually it started affecting the characters as well. That's what I'm wondering. Like a gigantic, gross, infected mold just growing in right throughout the whole digital plane or whatever. I'm not too entirely sure, but that's my theory, my best guess. It just grew in like veins or whatever, like tree veins, and it overgrew, and eventually it affected the characters and stuff. So I'm wondering on that exactly. But yeah, this is overall very interesting. It's nice that we have an actual format here, an actual story here and everything. And thankfully TikTok didn't get banned, and that it's still here or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it for this video here and this AU and everything. Overall, I really like this AU. This AU is very interesting and everything. And as I said, I figured to do something different because it's nice to have something different from time to time. It's nice to branch out from time to time outside of the popular norm and just do something a little bit different here and there. But yeah, anyway, I really like this AU. I hope to see more from this or from other shows, whatever, because it's nice to branch out. It's nice to have something different once in a while, whatever. But yeah, the art's pretty good, and I like the art design and everything. I found it interesting how they found a way to sort of interact with, the community in a way by putting the actual comments into Pomni and stuff. I found that kind of humorous. I liked that. But yeah, overall, this is very interesting. So if you folks want to check this out for yourself or whatever, the link will be in the description box below. So if you want to check out the AU or perhaps the other content that they have on here, which is clearly, they have other stuff in here too. Reverse AU. Okay, so I got 2 Digital Circus AUs and some other stuff or whatever. But anyway, folks, that's basically all there is to it for this video here. So, with all of that being said and out of the way, thank you folks all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you folks don't miss out on a future video or posts that I make in the future, and that you can always be kept up to date with the channel here and everything. And lastly, if you have any requests or suggestions that you want me to go ahead and do, feel free to tell me down in the comments below. But anyway, folks, that's basically it as of now. So with all of that being said and out of the way, thank you folks all so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more, and I will see you all sooner or later. Bye-bye, everyone.